What is the black wall of Cyberpunk 2077 and what lay on the other side of the wall, desperate to be free?
I must get out of here. I must get free.
In the Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay demo, we first had a glimpse at the deeper virtual world accessible to the player in the game. This world differs from the local area networks accessed. The reason that Cyberpunk's virtual world isn't one constant worldwide web is due to a major event in the world's lore prior to Cyberpunk 2077. According to Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz, in a recent interview with Yong Yi, between the events of Cyberpunk 2020 and 2077, there was a catastrophic event where a legendary netrunner, aka hacker, released a world-breaking amount of malware and rogue artificial intelligence into the web as we know it. However, this basically created worldwide chaos as it infected the entire system. But what does a government body do when the internet, as we know it, a core fabric of societal function and information repository, is fundamentally broken, corrupted, and made dangerous for users worldwide? Well, they try and build a wall and stuff the malware and rogue AI behind it.
The wall just got 10 feet higher.
The Black Wall is a virtual wall built and said to keep the free AIs from breaking through into the rest of the virtual world and wreaking havoc, possibly causing the end of the world along with it. To ensure this never happens, Netwatch works to keep others from destroying it. A bit about Netwatch: it was created in 2013 and prior to these events was part of a unilateral agreement in the UN treaty. It is empowered to protect and serve the law-abiding citizens of the World Communications Network. Net cop runners were more localized, equipped with very powerful software to move through the net and would patrol specific beats that could cover a city, region, or even continent. While arrest was the primary goal of Netwatch, it was also known to use black programs to kill or maim their opposition. Yes, even in Cyberpunk 2077, the virtual world is a very dangerous place. By the events of 2077, one of Netwatch's goals included keeping people from penetrating the Black Wall in efforts to free AIs from breaking through and causing mayhem. As such, they were at odds with the Voodoo Boys. Although, historically, the Voodoo Boys of 2020 originally were hedonistic frat boys obsessed with torture, death, and, despite their name, were mainly middle-class white frat boys who took to piercing themselves with bones and wearing feathers in what appears to be a voodoo-inspired aesthetic alone. By 2077, after a natural disaster that left the island of Haiti destroyed, a new wave of displaced Haitians settled in Pacifica, spawning a new wave of Voodoo Boys, although it appears they ditched the flashy looks, drug running, and savage behavior in exchange for cyberware and a mostly peaceful attitude. However, a prime directive of these new net-running Voodoo Boys, which puts them at direct odds with Netwatch, is a fervent desire to break down the Black Wall with the belief that the AIs would not harm them but help them and humanity itself. But is that sentiment misplaced? Is Pandora's box best left undisturbed? And what lay on the other side of this mysterious Black Wall? From the sound of it, the Black Wall is desperately maintained for a reason, and although his answer is somewhat abstract, according to Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz, even though some of the most skilled netrunners have made it through previously, no one has ever returned from the other side.
I like to think about it as this Lovecraftian kind of thing, like this different dimension where the rogue AIs do their own thing.
Cyberpunk Lovecraftian, interesting.
Exactly, and they develop themselves unchecked, basically, because the Netwatch doesn't actually control what happens there. So it's kind of a mystery throughout the world.
Will we be going beyond and seeing what's on the other side?
Well, you'll have to play to learn that.